Hi guys, so I'm covering a class this evening in an actual yoga studio, so I'm going to make a nice energetic yoga class for you. It's only going to be 30 minutes and it's going to be more focusing on energy. So as you may well know, it's summer solstice today. So it's the longest day of the year and I thought I'd give you some energy and some movement rather than the usual chilled vibes, and it will involve strengthening all the different parts of the body. So please stay tuned if this seems like it's the kind of thing for you. So finding your mats, as usual, be nice to do it in the garden, somewhere outside at least. And we'll just start in a seated position and just ground ourselves. So either legs out in front, kneeling, or with your legs crossed. And just noticing your bum on the ground, your feet on the ground, bringing your energy down towards your pelvis. So ground yourself into your practice and focus on your breath. Moving the air into your lower abdomen. Slowing the breath down, just becoming present, noticing the feeling of your body. And then just slowly open your eyes. And we're going to start off with a sun salutation, so just working your way up into a standing position. We're going to start off at one end of the mat. So finding your feet around about hip width apart, spreading the toes, standing up nice and tall, and rolling the shoulders back, palms facing forwards. So in our mountain pose here, just noticing if you're outside, the breeze and the sun. And if you're inside, just bringing awareness to the body and the grounding of the feet. From here we're going to inhale, reaching up, back bend, and exhale, folding forwards. Inhale, flat back, hands on shins. And then exhale, bending the knees. We're going to step the right foot and then the left. On that exhale breath, knees down if you need to, bending the elbows, coming down to the mat. Inhale, either Sphinx, forearms down, Cobra, hands down and hips down, or Up Dog, just the fronts of the feet. And then exhaling here, engaging the core, coming into your Downward Dog. Taking nice deep breaths here, noticing the sound of your breath. On the next inhale, looking forward, stepping the right foot and then the left on that inhale, coming into your flat back. And exhaling, folding forwards. Slight bend to the knees if you need it. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach, and exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back, and then exhale, bend the knees if you need to frame the feet, left foot back this time. And then on that exhale breath, bending the elbows, knees down if you need them, chin, chest, Sphinx, Cobra, or Up Dog. And exhale, Downward Dog. 5 breaths here. Bending the knees to lengthen the spine if you need to. Inhale, looking forward, stepping with the left and then the right into your flat back. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reaching up. And hands back to heart center. Inhale, reach. And exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, frame the feet. Here you've got the option to jump back, otherwise right foot back. Exhale, down. Inhale, Sphinx, Cobra or Up Dog. And then exhaling, pushing into your downward dog, engaging your core as you go. Inhale, look forward and either stepping the right foot forward or jumping but landing softly on the inhale into your flat back. And then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Moving to the left side or jumping back. Inhale, reach. And exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, frame your feet, jumping back or left foot back. And then bending the elbows, knees down if you need them. Inhale into Sphinx, Cobra or Up Dog. And exhale, Downward Dog. Inhale, looking forward, either stepping the left leg or jumping into your flat back. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Lovely. From here we're going to reach up once again, back bend. And then exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, flat back once again. And then exhaling, bringing the hands either side of the feet and stepping into your high plank position. You can take 5 breaths here to warm up the core, engage the shoulders and just become aware of the body in this space. On your inhale, first option is to come onto the left foot and hand, and on bringing the right arm up. If you need to, you can bring your left knee down so your foot's pointing out behind you and reach the arm up and the leg up. So option 1, don't have balance today for some reason, is to bring yourself into this side plank position. 5 breaths here. So now from here you've got the option to bring the leg up or bring that back foot down behind you with the back knee on the ground. Exhaling down, you're just going to change sides. I'm making sure you can still see me, so you're going on to the other side now. So either knee down, foot pointing out the back, side plank for 5 breaths. Option here to bring the leg up or bring that back back knee, bottom knee down to the mat for stability. Last inhale here, and then flopping down onto the mat. Option here for child's pose, or coming into your downward dog. Now I must say, one day, a few years ago, I absolutely hated downward dog also. It does get a lot more comfortable, and it is a pose I can rest in now. So just work your way towards finding peace in your downward dog. Just noticing your breath after your strong poses. Inhale, reaching the right leg up, hips parallel first to the ground. 2 breaths here. And then on your inhale, you're opening the hips up and you're allowing that top foot to come around the back as your knee bends. Getting a nice stretch through the right side of the body. One more breath here. On the inhale, come up, back parallel. And then exhale, knee comes to elbow. Inhale, reach up. Knee comes opposite elbow. Movement guided by breath. As you inhale, your leg comes up. As you exhale, your knee comes to your elbow. Inhale up. And then exhale, opposite elbow. Moving with your own breath here. We're on the third rep of 5. One last rep here. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to elbow. Inhale, reach up. And exhale to elbow. Coming up. And into downward dog or into your child's pose. Knees down, arms by your side. Forehead resting on the mat. On your next inhale, left leg coming up, hips parallel to the ground once again. 2 breaths here. Just noticing the toes on the top, make sure they're engaged slightly. And inhale, hips open up, bend the knee and allow the left foot to come back behind the body. Inhale, extend the leg up, hips parallel. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale up. Exhale, knee to opposite elbow. Inhale up. Knee to elbow. Moving with your own breath here. One more rep. And I'm placing that foot down once you've finished your rep. Knees coming apart, big toes together, and everyone is allowed a bit of a rest in your child's pose. Allowing those arms to relax. Shoulders coming down towards the mat. bringing nice full breaths into the body. One more inhale here, reaching the arms out above you into your extended child's pose. Breathing into the sides of the ribs. And on your inhale, spreading the hands, tucking the toes under, coming back into the dreaded downward dog. Lengthening the spine, taking a slight bend to the knees. And then from here, on the inhale, lengthening, and on your exhale, you're going to come into what's called dolphin pose. So, have a go first, bringing your elbows down to the mat, and then back up. Exhale down, inhale up. Exhale down, inhale up. Exhale down, inhale up. One more, exhale down, and inhale up. And then exhaling, bringing the knees down here into our tabletop position. We're going to come into our Superman. You've got two options here. The first option is with your knees down. You're going to bring your right hand forward and your left leg back, engaging the core and the glutes to keep the legs nice and still, feeling the power through the torso. On the inhale, and then exhale, come down. Inhale, other side, and exhale, come down. And if you're feeling like the sun is solar powering you today, then we'll inhale, reach up into a high plank position, arm out and opposite leg out. Inhale, reach up, and exhale down. Once again, reps 3 of 5. One more on each side, moving with your breath. Exhaling, knees coming down. And then from here, we're going to come into our thread the needle pose. So I'm just going to turn my mat around. So from here, coming into our tabletop position. The knees are going to be as wide as the hips, wrists as wide as the shoulders. Inhale, reaching up, and then exhaling, bending this elbow, the right elbow to push through and bring yourself down onto one side. Inhale, reach up, and exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, reach up, and exhale. One more here, and this time as you exhale, relaxing down at the bottom of the pose, pushing into the right hand to increase the twist of your spine. You've got the option to bring that arm up, either up here or tucking that arm and hooking the right hand in the hip crease of the left thigh. And releasing that hand if it was up in the air or in the left hip crease. And then from here we're changing sides onto our right side. So reaching up with the right hand and then exhaling through. Bending the left elbow. Inhale, reach. And exhale through. Just moving with your own breath here. And one more breath. And then holding it at the bottom, reaching that hand up or tucking it under the right hip crease. And inhaling, reaching up, and exhale, bringing that hand down and coming back into your tabletop position. So here, we've done the front of our body, we've done the sides of our body, so now it's time for the back of our body. So we're going to come into our reverse plank. So extending the legs out on the mat, and bringing the hands underneath the shoulders. Then from here, we're going to inhale, engaging the back of the body and pushing up. So you're pushing the hips up, pushing the chest up, shoulder blades together. And then just bringing the chin slightly up. 5 breaths here, long breaths. One more inhale, and exhaling down. And then from here, there's a slight counter pose coming into our forward fold, relaxing the head down. On the next inhale, coming back up to centre. Once again, bringing the hands underneath the shoulders and pushing into your reverse plank. Keeping your feet engaged. And exhaling down into your forward fold. Inhaling slowly up to centre. We're going to come into a nice hip stretch now. So we're going to come into our garland pose, also known as Buddha pose, I think. So first things first, ankle flexibility and calf flexibility might be a bit of an issue here. So if it is and you're like, oh, I can't actually bring my heels down, then you've got the option to even bring like a book underneath your heels. Leaning against a wall can help, so you actually manage to sort of lean back and not fall over, because that can be a bit of an issue in terms of counterbalancing. So finding your garland pose, sitting up nice and tall. So here, try not to arch forwards, try and imagine that you're straightening your lower back and your upper back. Then we bring the elbows into the inside of the knees, palms come together, push them apart and lengthen the spine. Just finding ground here. And just holding it for a few more breaths, just in case it took a while to get comfy. And then from here, even if you're leaning against the wall or have books under your feet, we're going to bring our right hand out to the side and bring the left arm up. And if you've got super flexible shoulders and super flexible hips, you have the option to reach the left arm up where it is, and then bring this right hand on the inside of the thigh, and then scoop up with your palm facing outwards, and then link the fingers together. So that's what it would look like. And then whatever option you're in, with the arms out, come back to centre, left arm out to the side, right arm reaching up. And then link behind the back if you want to. Opening up and bringing the arms down, and as a nice counter pose we're going to come onto our backs, hug the knees into the chest and roll around just from side to side. And then coming into our waterfall pose, the arms and legs reaching up, wiggling the fingers and toes and circling the wrists and the ankles. And then hugging the knees into the chest, rocking from side to side once again. And then we're going to rock our way up into a seated position. So just finding that comfortable seat, just allowing the hips to wriggle around a little bit. Opening the chest, palms facing upwards. Relaxing the shoulders down and just noticing how your body's feeling now. More energized, more strong. And just noticing how the movement has felt in your body. Just bringing your focus back to your breath. Grounding yourself down into the ground once again. And by that I mean finding your sit bones and really focusing on them sinking into the mat. And if you're in cross-legged, it will be the outsides of your feet on the ground, relaxing the hips down and the knees down. And then slowly opening the eyes, bringing the hands to heart centre here, and if you want to join me in a namaste, you can. Namaste. Thank you very much for coming. Namaste to me means gratefulness. Just thank you to yoga, thank you to the asanas for helping me move, and just thank you to yoga in general for helping me bring my focus back to my breath. If people know me, I'm quite a high energy person. I've always got about 100 thoughts going around my head at one time, and it's so nice to just be able to ground myself, feel calm, and just feel grateful for my mat and grateful to ground myself. So I hope this practice has made you feel nice and strong and energised, and you're enjoying the sunshine on summer solstice, and hopefully I will see you again soon.